Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. I'm here in the feed mill right now. It's been quite a week for Haiti. So obviously you probably watched the news. You know that Saturday morning Haiti had a 7.2 earthquake. Now this earthquake was located about 70 miles west of Port-au-Prince, whereas the 2010 earthquake was much closer to Port-au-Prince. We were sitting around our patio at our house when we felt the ground start to shake. We definitely felt it. It was pretty strong up here, but we did not have any damage to any of our buildings, and that's basically the same case all over Cap Haitian. Port-au-Prince had some damage, but nothing like 2010. The majority of the damage has all been down near Jeremy and Okai, or Lacais, depending on how you say it. Now that is the same area that was really devastated 5 years ago when Hurricane Matthew came through here as well. So I do know that area a bit because after that hurricane, I was able to go down and help a few different organizations for a while down there. So we just continue to send our thoughts and our prayers to the people down in southern Haiti. It's really a tricky recovery. They've got one gang that really controls the road between Port-au-Prince and that southern peninsula. And so being able to safely get people back and forth as well as supplies and aid is proving to be quite tricky. So a lot of it is being done by air. They have improved the runway in Jeremy. Back 5 years ago, it was only just kind of a rock runway. Now it is asphalt, so that's definitely helpful for the planes coming in and out. But yeah, it's something we continue to think about. Now today, we have Tropical Depression Grace. It was a tropical storm. It got downgraded to Tropical Depression Grace, but it's still packing some wind and a lot of rain. They're saying, isolated spots could see up to 10 inches, but 4 to 7 inches across a lot of that southern part of Haiti. So it was projected to come up further north and get us more in the Cap Haitian area. But as almost always happens, Hispaniola, the island that we're on, is covered in mountains, and it almost always pushes these storms further south. And so that means that southern peninsula gets hit way harder on average than we do up here in the north. So again, today, while they're trying to do this recovery, they're going to be experiencing a lot of rain this afternoon and tonight. So really just a tough situation down there. And we really are brokenhearted by all that's happening down there. So another news on our farm this past week, we finished all of the corn. We finished harvesting it, we finished shelling it. Right over here is some of the last bit we have that still needs to dry out. We put a lot of it into the silo already, which was empty, so that's pretty cool. We get to start filling that up again, and we're expecting to be purchasing a lot more corn over the next few weeks, as all the farmers around us are also begin really harvesting their corn as well. This past week, while we had a team here, we were able to get the tractor fixed. So we got a bunch of brush hogging done around our farm. Some of our grass was getting pretty tall. We also chopped up all of our cornfield, which should help decompose quicker. And then on Friday, we got the plow hooked up. We got it greased, checked out, went through it. We took one tire in the town and got it swapped out because it was not looking super good. And as soon as our community saw me out driving this thing around, working on cutting, they started showing up and bringing money with them to get their land cultivated. So we are starting that Monday morning. Here we go. We're pretty excited about that. I mean, cultivation means that somebody's gonna have a job planting, somebody's gonna have a job weeding, somebody's gonna have a job harvesting, and then a landowner is going to be able to make some money. So let's get after it. And so we don't want to sit around with a running tractor. So we're getting that going, and it's just super exciting. I'm really glad we have it running again. Honestly, the time that it was broken down for those couple months worked out. Couldn't have been a better 2 months. It was not a lot of cultivation wouldn't have been able to happen during that time anyways. And so now that it's going, we're right on time. Over here in this little room right now, we've got soybeans. So these guys are all in here finishing drying out, and then we're gonna take them over to one of our other farms or one of our neighbors that has a sheller. And so we're hoping that we can throw these into his, or a thresher, we're hoping we can throw these into his machine and it will knock out all the beans for us. So I don't know if it's gonna work, but this is one step towards figuring that all out. So we'll be working on that this week and probably make some cool videos of that, I'm hoping. Around the farm over here, last week, the other neighbors brought over their excavator. And so this is going to go down to the community center first thing this morning. And we are going to start digging out the base for the basketball court and the pavilion. And so that's super exciting for us as well, because once we get that dug out, then we can bring in the fill, and then we can let that fill settle for a while, and then we'll be pouring the concrete slabs on top of that. So it's just you know, another big step forward in that project. Over here is our well drilling rig. And so this past week, the guys that were down here went through it. They were able to replace a lot of the electrical. It was just kind of unclear what a lot of these wires did, and there was way more wires than there needed to be. And so they went through that and got that all cleaned up. They checked out all the hydraulic hoses, and none of them were leaking. They replaced a belt on the engine. They fixed a pretty bad oil leak on the engine. And so it is ready to go. In addition to that, I don't know if you remember, but over on this side, there used to be another engine right over here for the mud pump. And so since that wasn't being used, we built this rack that stores all of the well drilling pipes, and then put the diesel fuel tank for the engine up on top of that. And so that gives us two things. One, it gives us weight, which you need as you start drilling on the machine itself, so that way you can push harder onto the ground. And it also makes it a lot just easier, more convenient, so we're not moving those constantly. So that's pretty cool. We should be start drilling this week. We're gonna do this. If we weren't doing the excavation project today, we'd probably be start well drilling today. So super excited about that. And that's gonna be pretty fun for all of us to start drilling a well. All right, guys, that's gonna pretty much wrap up and conclude today's little update video. We had just an awesome week last week putting that playground together. We had the two tropical storms. We had Hurricane Fred, or Tropical Storm Fred. We've had now Tropical Storm Grace hitting the island. We had a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. A month ago, we lost our president. So Haiti needs your prayers. Haiti needs your love. It's a tough country. It's just really, really hard for this country to catch a break in this season, it seems like. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting. And through all of the pain that Haiti's continually going through, it just reinforces why we're here, which is to help people have a job and just to share love with them, because they just need help. And so despite everything that's going on, we are so happy to be here. We're so happy that we have a safe place to live and serve. So thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like and share this video, and have a great day. Thanks.